Jack Stauber is one of my favorite indie artists. With his amazing and unique sound, Jack has 5 albums and has gotten some attention from his weird but good music. His songs are very upbeat with catchy instrumentals, catchy hooks, and catchy lyrics. The first song I ever heard from Jack Stauber was Dog Nightmare, and I fell in love with his music instantly. After I listened to Dog Nightmare, I looked for more and found the Jack Stauber YouTube channel. And the videos made me fascinated. As a person who wants and still wants to be a filmmaker, the creative visuals of Jack Stauber made me really impressed. The fact that one guy can make music, animate, and all these different types of mediums and make interesting but weird, creative, unique, cool videos really stuck out to me. And today I want to talk about it. Today I'm talking about Jack Stauber music videos. But first we have to talk about the history of Jack Stauber. Jack Stauber is an American independent singer and songwriter. He was born on April 6 of 1996 and is currently 26 years old. He is said to currently live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's been uploading on his YouTube channel ever since April 1st of 2013, as well as other social media platforms, mainly Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and especially Patreon. Being the platforms he still currently is active on, he also has an independent record label known as Plopscotch Records, where Jack Stauber distributes the majority of his releases. Aside from a few exceptions, Jack is widely known as an artist, an animator, creative and extensive variety of art, and cartoon shorts. Jack posts a lot of his art and creations onto his social media, as well as his known secondary Instagram account known as Plopscotch, sharing the same name as his record label. His first ever video posted on the channel was Psychopedia test for his band Jose. The second video on his channel was an animation called Lice. And here we start to see Jack's skills in animation. Jack made more videos on his YouTube channel where he made a couple of animations and uploaded a couple of live shows. And his animations had a different style from the style that we usually know from him. His animations were cleaner but a bit rough. The first ever video we get to see a bit of Jack's style in is WPTS Radio. This video is clearly animated in MS Paint, which would be the software that Jack would use more often in his later work. Jack made more videos and made a music video for Koi Boy, which is also a 4:3 ratio. Jack made more promos for his upcoming album Pop Food with CGI visuals. Jack made a video called Trent the Baby. This video was clearly animated in MS Paint, and this will be used from majority of Jack's videos from now on. Jack's videos are very creative. His videos look like something a child would make, and I mean that in the best way. His videos are very colorful and fast-paced and really well edited. Even though the videos look really crude and weird, they really take a long time to make. Jack uses MS Paint, which really has a kid-like vibe to it in a lot of his drawings. Jack also used claymation, and whenever Jack uses claymation, he always mixes it with something else, like a person's whole body, making just the head clay. With the claymation head in the live-action body, it makes the character feel lived in. And even though his music videos are very short, they're filled to the brim with text and quick scribbles and drawings. But the problem is that Jack Stauber's music videos are too short. And this isn't really a big problem. I think if Jack Stauber's music videos were longer, I feel like they would overstay their welcome. So the time limit is good, but if you really want a longer Jack Stauber project, then look no further than Opal. I know Jack has made other things for Adult Swim, but this is personally my favorite thing he's ever made from Adult Swim. Opal isn't a music video, but more of a short film that tells a beautiful story, with music segments in between. Opal is about a girl named Opal. The short film starts with a sequence with typical Jack Stauber visuals, showing an ashtray, cigarettes, a TV remote, and mirrors. We get a title behind the window, and we go into a regular house. The first thing we see is a burger, a dad, and Opal. For the first couple of frames when we see Opal, we can actually see her making a very disturbed and scared face, until we see Opal normal and happy. We see more of her family, and they just sing a song about how they see her with 4 lights over them. And I just love the cinematography in this moment, the detail and the wrinkles on the clay faces mixed with the human bodies. After they sing this song, the family tells Opal to do something with the burger we saw in the beginning. So Opal stands up on the table and dances. I love this moment. It's really nice to see Opal happy once you figure out what's actually going on. When she's dancing, she looks at all the family members who praise her and tell her that they see her once again. Opal turns to the window and she sees a house, and the window reflects on her eyes, but her parents tell her not to mind it and not to worry about it. But Opal sneaks off into the house and finds out 3 people are in the house. One is blind and is addicted to smoking, and he sings a song about TV and cigarettes. Even though the TV is just static, one has mirrors all around him because he's egotistic and thinks that he's better than everyone else, and keeps on insulting Opal's appearance and sings about how people used to judge him, but now he looks perfect. Which really isn't the case because we actually get to see how he looks. And he doesn't really look good, but he's blinded by his ego and all the mirrors around him. The final person Opal meets is a woman who is drunk and sings about her past. The lady grabs Opal, but she runs away up to the stairs where she wanted to go all along. We see a bed and a couple of other items, and Opal goes to the window that was reflecting on her eye. And when Opal looks at the window, she doesn't see her house, but a billboard promoting Opal's burgers. And her name isn't Opal, it's Claire. Throughout the whole thing, the 3 people have been calling her Claire. This is because Claire is in her house, and the beginning part was just made up in their head. The video ends and we go back into the Opal world that Claire has made up in her mind. The parents sing the song again that they sang in the beginning, and we leave Opal's head outside to the door where their family are banging on. And we see the outside of their house, and wow, that was just amazing. My favorite thing about this was the visuals, but another thing. I thought the twist was really good, but the thing that I really loved more were the details that were leading up to it. Like the first time we see Opal, we can see Opal going into her world. She looks scared, but then a couple seconds later, she just looks normal and happy because she's in her world now. Another detail is that the face the father makes is the same face we see on the billboard. When the family sings the We See You Opal song, we see headlights, the same ones on the billboard. When Opal sees the burger, she doesn't know what to do with it and just dances. That implies that Opal doesn't really know what a burger is because the billboard doesn't really show what to do with the burger. When Opal sees her house, the parents tell her not to worry about it, and this is her mind telling her not to worry about her real life. When Opal sneaks out, the lights turn off, showing that she's actually in the real world now. When Opal talks to her mom says, "Is she feeling like a person today?" Which implies that her mom knows that she's doing this, but just chooses not to do anything about it. And overall, this is Jack's best work yet. With a really good deep meaning, it's really good. The humans behind the claymation, the CGI, the detail on the teeth, the hands moving when Opal dances, the live action legs, which looks really cool. All these different mediums to make one really good project. And let's talk about the music, because that's what Jack does. The music is amazing. The beginning music, the piano key that plays when Opal is piecing everything together, the songs that all the family members sing about their problems. Opal is just really great, and it's also really cool that Adult Swim let Jack make this. They also made Jack do other things, but this is personally my favorite he's ever done for the program. One last thing I want to talk about before I end the video is how Jack Stauber makes his videos. This is going to be my favorite part because I get to ramble about visual effects in film. If you wanted to make a typical Jack Stauber video, you'll need MS Paint, Sony Vegas, or Premiere Pro. I use Sony Vegas, Jack uses Premiere Pro, the less superior software. I don't know why, but anyway, you open MS Paint and draw something. If you want to make an animation, you just draw all the frames. Jack draws the background first, then the character shapes, then saves the background, and redefines the character models. Jack makes the mouths in the same file, and then make a green fill behind everything to key out. Everything else is in Premiere Pro. He sequences each still and max out the other pieces with the green taken out. This helps when the mouths are just being recycled and Jack can just copy and paste it. Then he puts the video in a VHS and records it to have that effect. One of my favorite Jack Stauber effects is the stretchy text he does in his videos. This can be done in MS Paint. All you have to do is just type something in any color of your choice. I usually pick black, then a bright color. Once you typed your thing, you pick another color and type the same thing, but put it up or down to have like a shadow effect. Once you're done with your text, you select the selection button and select the text, and hold on to your mouse and hold shift and just drag it. I was gonna try and do animation in MS Paint, and after a couple tries, it just didn't work. So yeah, that was my thoughts on the Jack Stauber music videos. Overall, I think Jack makes really cool and impressive videos. The style always impressed me, so that's why I decided to dedicate this video to his entire style. But for now, this has been Team Crew for Life, and bye.